Good evening, everybody. Today, on this Sunday evening, we are going to discuss on an important topic on how thoughts can make or break our peace. So, for a person's success or failure, mainly his thoughts are very important. Thoughts makes the man. Here, we have to see how these thoughts are generated in us. What is its process? What is its impact on our health, what is its impact on our career, how it disturbs our peace in the family. All these things we have to analyze, we have to know about ourselves, because all these things happens without our knowledge. How thoughts are generated is not known to us. How it creates anger is not known to us. How it creates jealousy is not known to us. All these things happens without our knowledge. It's like traveling in the dark. We don't know what is going to happen next moment. That means we are traveling in the darkness. So in the darkness, where we don't know where the stone is, where the wall is, we just hit and then get affected. Similarly, all these gunas, traits, are all happens without our knowledge. So if you want to save ourselves, if you want to bring peace in ourselves, first we should have a torch in us. If you are moving in a dark room, if you have a torch in your hand, you can know where the pit is, where the stone is, where the wall is, so you can save yourself. So like that, when thought comes, you have to see how this thought is going to reflect, because last time we have seen about anger. This anger comes because of the thoughts. So the thoughts, when it multiplies many times, when the desired time comes, you expect certain thing, and that expected time, when it is arriving, the thoughts start multiplying in you. And if that event happens, the thought subsides. And event doesn't happen, the thought excites. So that thought has got such much power, and all these things happens without your knowledge. First thing we should know how thoughts are generated, where it generates, what is its various kinds. So where the thoughts are generated. If you see, when you in our body, we have physical body, which is made of cells and organs are there. And in these organs, we have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. These are the 5 organs which is connected to the 5 senses. What is that? We see through eyes. So, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Tongue is speaking and tasting. And feel is through the skin. So, when you see or hear a thing, so whatever we see, whatever we hear, this goes from the ears or eyes to the nerve, it connects to the brain. This is up to the physical body. From the brain, it goes to the astral body. What is this astral body contains? This astral body contains the pranamaya kosha, energy, the chakras which is flowing through the nadis. And these chakras are controlled by our Manonmaya kosha, mind. Mind contains senses, conscious mind, subconscious mind, ego conscious. In conscious mind, we have seen that sensual conscious, ego conscious, Atma conscious, and divine conscious. So whatever experiences the conscious mind faces at a particular moment, it is the karta is the Atma, and on experiencing it, it gets stored in the subconscious mind. So where the thoughts are generated is the conscious mind. When you see a thing, so immediately, oh, this is look beautiful, oh, this is fine, this I want. So here in conscious mind, these thoughts are generated. And seeing the things, you observe, oh, this is the person, this is the thing. So after seeing that the thought is generated, it identifies, oh, this is my uncle. And seeing the thing, you get a desire. The desire is a thought. So this conscious mind, this thought generates. And it gets stored in the subconscious mind. In subconscious mind, thoughts generate from subconscious mind also. So event has happened yesterday, a bitter event has happened, and it continues to monger in the from the subconscious mind. That thought continuously monger in your, it comes to your conscious mind and disturbs your peace. So thoughts are generated from conscious mind, that is the present thoughts, and subconscious mind, what has already happened. If you see, what are the different stages of thoughts? We can say past thoughts, present thoughts, and future thoughts. Past thoughts, as I told you, which is stored in the subconscious mind, it often reflects. This past thought has got a very great effect on our health, on our peace, all these things. Present thought means on seeing it. Suppose a student is hearing the subject, so he hears that sound vibrations, and in that he understands. The understanding is a thought wave, it gets stored in the subconscious mind. Future thoughts is also generated in the conscious mind. So you see, okay, on seeing it, you say, okay, tomorrow, anyhow, we have to go and acquire it. So the conscious mind plans. So today morning when you get up, okay, today afternoon I have to go here, and today evening I have to complete this. So the future activity you are planning this. It is done in the conscious mind. So past, present and future thoughts. The student's success depends on, not only students, any person's success or failure depends on how these thoughts activate on us. So when you are in the present, your thought wave should be only in the present. So when you are hearing the lecture of a teacher, at that time, if you think on yesterday's jokes and you just laugh at, so that means what? When you have to be in the present, your past thought, a past event is disturbing as a past thought, which is coming in the present and disturbing. This, what is happening is, at that time, whatever subject you are missing. So this habit, if you continue to do this thing at every present moment, if you continues to bring out your past events and past thoughts, what happens? You cannot do the present event perfectly, and this affects your productivity, it affects your skill, it affects your intellectual capacity. So a person fails mainly because he is not always present in the present. He is either past in the present or future in the present. When the class teacher is taking, okay, today evening I have to go and play the cricket, we are going to have an enjoyment in the evening, all the future things he thinks and he wears the present. So past in the present, future in the present, this affect our skill, our concentration power, our interest, our determination, all these things will get affected. So thought has got a great impact on our and we got what are the types of thoughts are positive thought, negative thought and neutral or general thoughts. What is this general thought is, okay, I have to have my food now, so I have to take my bath, so I have to now go by walk, in the morning walking I have to do, so I have to complete my day-to-day routine. These are all general thoughts which has not got an effect, we just carrying on day-to-day. What is positive thought? So any thought, yes, I have to see whatever failures I face, I want to see that I achieve success, I convert these failures into success. This is the positive thought, positive way of thinking. Negative thought, so always you doubt about yourself, you get anything that brings out the negativity in you, that is mainly because of the negative thoughts. A past failures will generate negative thoughts in you. So thoughts are of three types. And how many levels of thoughts if you see? See, suppose you have to take a decision. So at that time what you do? You sit in the conscious mind, you just close your eyes and do thinking. What is the best solution? At that time you found options are there, whether you have to do it or not to do it. So when you go when the conscious mind, when you go deep inside, you get two kinds of, that is peripheral thought and deep thought. What is peripheral? So when you go deep inside, you will hear a voice that says, you do this. That seems to be, when you get that answer, you have to immediately make an Atma Vicharana and see whether it benefit me alone, or whether this thought is going to benefit me alone, or while benefiting me, it is going to create a negative impact on others, it will disturb the peace of others. If that is there, that is called selfish thought, that is egoistic thought. So when you make an analysis of thoughts, so when you go deep, when inside, you hear first the voice of ego. The thought that generates from the voice of ego is always selfish. So before you take a decision, sometimes the thought of ego, you may find it gives benefit to you, but it will affect it will create a negative impact on others. It will disturb the peace of others. Then you have to wait and go deep inside, and you will have the voice from the Antaratma, which is always selfless. That is, the thought gives you, oh, you have to do this without affecting the peace of others. You have to see that your success should not affect the others. So this is the inner deep thought that generates from the Antaratma. So the thoughts are of various natures. Now we see how thoughts create tension in us and disturbs our peace. So when you are working, at that time, your focus should be only on the present work what you have to do. Instead, as I told you right from school days, we used to have the habit to always think past in the present, future in the present, while doing present in the present. When you repeat the same act again and again, it becomes a habit which gets stored in the subconscious mind. When you always think, when you are supposed to do the present thing, okay, now I have to focus on this. When you are supposed to do that, when your past thoughts they continuously disturb you, or future thoughts continuously disturb you, this disturbance gets stored in the subconscious mind. What happens? This disturbance, this act of disturbance in your thoughts, which gets stored in subconscious, it becomes a habit. So every time when you start doing anything, always if somehow or other the negative, positive, the past thoughts or future thoughts will continuously disturb your present, and you lose interest in doing the present. That's why many students, when they sit for study, immediately they think, oh, I have to do that, yesterday this happened, all these things, these thoughts. When when all the past thoughts, future thoughts, even while doing the present, you should not be carried away by the other events that is happening surrounding you. So when you are sitting and studying, at that time a TV is going. So though your focus should be on the study, your present thought is now on watching and hearing the song from the TV. So here also you are absent in the present. So these present thoughts, which is not having impact on your work, so these are all things, thoughts continuously bombard while doing our work. When these bombard together, which does not allow us to do the work, and this creates tension in us. So past thoughts, future thoughts, say when you are sitting and working, focusing on that work, yesterday what boss has shouted, that comes in the mind, this is past thought. A family, there is an instance where you had a fight in the house with your father, wife, that negative thought effect. So all these things, what happens, you cannot able to focus on the work. The boss is asking the work to be completed immediately, and you are unable to complete the work perfectly. And this generates, I have to complete, the thought continues. So this presently, this thought is bombarded by the past negative thoughts, future, if I now don't do, the boss may fire me out. All these things put together, what happens, it creates tension in us. So the tension, when the mind is under tense, you cannot able to do the work properly, and the output will be either failure or not to the expected even, and you have to get the bombard from the boss by way of anger and expression. So when you fail in that, the tensions, once it leads to failures and you get the bombardment by the boss, this create a negative thought of rejection in you. Oh, boss has shouted at me. So negative thought is generated immediately. In the present negative thought, what happens? It gets stored. So after completing the work, after getting the shout from the boss, you go to home. While going home, the event, boss shouting at you and your tensions, all these things which are stored in subconscious mind will start reflecting back. So I committed a mistake, boss has shouted at me. All these things will create it disturb our peace. And with that disturbance, you're just moving, and but after when you reach home, you feel dejected. And if you at that time your wife comes, a child comes and asks something, you immediately reflect that tension on them and shout at them. So these things are all happens mainly because the past thoughts, the negative events happen as God affect you and disturbs your peace. And not only your peace, it disturbs your peace in the family also. So this is about the negative. So positive thoughts, negative thoughts, neutral thoughts, all these things right from time when we get up till night before you go to sleep, these thoughts will continue to flow. In fact, these negative thoughts have got a great effect on disturbing our peace, not only peace but also it disturbs our sleep also. It continuously reverberates in the subconscious mind, that drunk in the dream state also, wherein we get dreams, negative dreams we get. So these have got an impact on our health also. So when you continuously affected by the negative thoughts, what it happens, these negative thoughts will affect the energy levels at various nadis and chakras. So these negative thoughts leads to negative reactions in us, this anger, jealousy, hatredness, all these things are because of the negative thoughts. So these negative thoughts disturbs the energy levels, which is the cause for which energy goes to the cells. If the energy in the nadis and chakras is negative, so naturally the cell generation will reduce, the degeneration of cells increases, and it reduces the immunity power in the body, that leads to the various kinds of chronic disease. So various kinds of chronic, like diabetes. Diabetes is because of the events what we face. That we have the traits of insecurity in us, we have tension in us, we have anger in us, we have jealousy in us, we have inferiority complex in us. All these experiences, what we come across, what we have so far come across, and which are stored in the subconscious mind, which is being reflected every day. This negativity will continuously brood on our subconscious mind, and is reflected by our thoughts. And these thoughts have got a greater ramifications on the changes in the energy, negative energy levels in the chakras, that leads to loss of immunity power in our body, which causes various kinds of chronic diseases. The tensions leads to heart attack. The tension mixed with fear, anger, jealousy, all these things lead to diabetes, insecurity. So when you keep your attention on your heart continuously, it has got an impact on bringing the cancerous tissues also in you. And we have a phobia. Phobia is a negative thought, which continuously stored in a subconscious mind. And this phobia over a period, sometimes even takes several 2-3 life cycles also, that will form in as a brain tumor in you. So like that, your negative thoughts have got a great effect on your health. And if you want to overcome these things, what you have to do is, as I told you have to have a torch in you. So all the negative thoughts is cause for our downfall. Is cause for downfall of our health, downfall of our career, and it leads to our failures, that brings loss of peace in us at all point of time. And when you continuously face failures, when you continuously get loss of peace, it may leads to go to the extent of committing suicide also. But suicide is a negative thought, extreme negative thought one gets, because a continuous bombarding of negative thoughts on the mind, where it doesn't allow you to think positively, how to face the situation. It doesn't allow you to think or introspect. And these negative thoughts, when it bombard and take you to the extent that I am absolutely hopeless and this life is wasted, and that will take you to the stage of committing suicide also. So these things which is happening in us, all these things is happening in us without our knowledge. So first, what you have to do is, if you want to change your negative thoughts in you into positive thoughts, what you have to do is, most important thing is, you have to go deep inside yourself through meditation. You have to do Atma Vicharana. For every event, when you come across negative thoughts, immediately you have to go deep inside and do Atma Vicharana. Oh, these negative thoughts are, why I am getting these negative thoughts? Because of the negative events I faced in my life. So whatever negative events which is getting stored in my subconscious mind is reflecting back again and again as negative thoughts in me. No, these negative thoughts affect my health, these negative thoughts affect my peace. So I have to do Atma Vicharana and see that first thing is, I have to curtail these thoughts. So whenever you want to do any work perfectly, first thing what you have to do is, you should be in a state of Chitta Prajna. What is that Chitta Prajna means? at a particular point of time. So you can plan in the morning, okay, today I have to do all these things. So even at the next moment what you have to do also, you can just plan it. But when you do that, when you are sitting for doing that, you should not have any other thought except the work what you are supposed to do. That is the thoughtlessness state. That's what we call says, whatever work you do, you see God in them. So when you can see God, when you go to the deep samadhi state, where you come to the stage of thoughtlessness. So whatever work you do, you have to become thoughtless. You have to bring your brain to the stage of thoughtlessness. Only then you can able to focus on the work. You should neither have past thought, present thought, future thought. You have to only focus on the work. When you focus entire energy on that, when the stage of thoughtlessness comes, your buddhi is fully focused on the work and see God in that work, and the output will be perfect. So at any point of time, always be present in the present. At that time, you should not have any thought. Absolute thoughtlessness stage you have to develop. At any point of time. So whatever past has happened, you cannot change. So immediately, all positive, negative events what are stored in subconscious mind, you see, you generate positive. Whenever you can get negative feeling of dejection, anger, anything, immediately do Atma Vicharana and change this into neutralize first thing. The negative first has to be neutralized and then think positively. Okay, failures have happened, what to do? But let me see how these failures can be made into success. So first thing is, whenever you get negative thought from subconscious mind or even from the conscious mind when you face any event immediately you have to neutralize that event through Atma Vicharana. After neutralizing it, you just do further Atma Vicharana and see how you can convert these failures into success. So when you see some person is achieving success in his life, immediately if you are unable to go in wavelength with him, you immediately get jealous. Instead of the jealous is a negative thought. So what you have to do is, immediately when you get jealousy, you have to do Antaratma. You have to go into yourself and do Atma Vicharana and see, oh, this is mainly because he is going up, but I could not able to bring my level to that level. By seeing his growth, I have to take it as an inspiration. So you are converting the negative thought of jealousy into positive thought of inspiration, and that a positive thought happens, it boosts, it brings out your talents to see that you also achieve that level of success. So by that way, you have to convert the positive thought, negative thought into positive thought through the process of Atma Vicharana. So by this way, all the thoughts, whatever thoughts that is being generated, your failures, is mainly because of the negative thoughts. So you have to guard against all your negative thoughts at every moment of your life. So for this, what you have to do? Always you have to do Atma Vicharana continuously. Whenever you get negative thought, beware of it and do Atma Vicharana. First neutralize it and then further do introspection and see what is the cause for these failures, where I have gone wrong, analyze it and take corrective measures so that next time when you do that, you achieve success. When you achieve success, that brings happiness in you. So always you see, the success is in your hands. Conversion of negative thought into positive thoughts is in your hands. For this, what you have to do? Just go inside. Do Atma Vicharana, do Atma Samadhi Dhyan. Always keep your mind in the, not in the sensual or ego conscious level. Keep it always in the Atma divine conscious level, so that whatever events you are facing, when you face a lot of trials and tribulations in your life, this is nothing but release of my negative karmas. That thought itself, the divine thought itself will make you not to get negative in your thinking. So that itself will neutralize. So always keep your buddhi in your Atma divine conscious level of mind, so that at any point of time you will not get disturbed. Oh, negative event, this is negative release of negative karma. When that thought comes, immediately it neutralizes your negative thought, negative thinking. And this neutralization gets stored in the subconscious mind. So always when neutralization gets stored in subconscious mind, this becomes an habit. So what happens? At every moment of your life, whenever you come across any negative events in your life, you will never get affected. So automatically the neutralization start taking place. This is the perfect Karma Yogi's position. Karma Yogi, a person who is a perfect Karma Yogi, he will not get bothered about any events in life. Whatever comes, accept. Whatever goes, accept. Because I have nothing to take with me after my death. The body, everything will remain in me. I have just come here to release my karmas. I am Atma. I am in this body to release my karmas. Once all karmas are released, the bonding is over, and you get released and merge with the Paramatma. That is the ultimate objective of my birth. So, what is the point in thinking about negatively about all these events and then accumulate more karmas to me? No. Let me neutralize it and make it positively, so that tomorrow, next event when it comes, I move in the path of success. I fulfill my duties perfectly and lead a successful, peaceful life. So, this is about the thoughts. So, we have to see that always we guard against our thoughts. We guard our thoughts. See that negative thoughts is neutralized and make into positive thoughts through the process of Atma Vicharana and regular practice of Atma Vicharana and the regular practice of Atma Samadhi Dhyan, to keep your buddhi always in the supreme divine conscious stage while doing all the works, so that you remain calm, cool, collective at all times while doing the work perfectly, and you bring your talents perfectly. And always while doing the work, be aware that you should not have any thought. Absolutely focus on the personal power, so that you achieve 100% success and fulfill your duties perfectly. By fulfilling, you release your karmas, and that leads to the path of moksha. Not only that, it will bring success and peace in your life. Thank you.